I can't see those. Also the prescription sunglasses.
Uh-huh.
Gotcha.
You done? All right, everybody ready? All right. You had a good game on Saturday. Spoke about that after the game already. Thought we're able to play a complete game with the ability to get people in the game, play a bunch of young kids, a bunch of guys that had earned that right through the week of practice, through culmination of several weeks of practice. So it's good to give those guys that opportunity to get out there, to play, the opportunity to have success, and also opportunity to fail and be able to correct those mistakes. And that's the big thing you get is when you're on the field playing, it's different than practice. So it's a real game. There's people, and so it helps elevate those guys and continue to get more guys ready to play, which we're going to need as the season continues to go. But to play a full 60 excuse me, to play a full 60 minutes, I thought was very encouraging for the football team. From start to finish, and that's what we asked them to do. That's what we challenged them to do, and now we're on a new week and in a new challenge, and we'll challenge the team to be at their best when Saturday comes. So we've got a big challenge in front of us with a very good Louisville team. Coach Braun, Jeff does a great job, not just coaching and developing his team, but as a game manager as well. It's fun to be able to go against other coaches like that are good football coaches, good game day coaches. The strategy and the gamesmanship within the game. That's a fun opportunity, fun challenge for myself as well. So he's got a good football team. He's recruited well, done a good job developing his team in the last really 2 years since he's been there. Another guy that's at his alma mater, so I know how much it means to him to make sure they have success and that every day is the best they can possibly be. So looking forward to going up there, looking forward to a good football game.
Okay, questions? Kelly?
You all have played more football than anyone else so far this season in college football, and without a break. I guess, how's the health of the team? Did it help being able to pull some guys and rest them for the second half last week? And do you feel comfortable with where you guys are at health-wise going into this game?
Yeah, I feel very comfortable. I think we're in a good we've been banged up. It's probably about as full go as we've been in the last 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks. So we still got nicks and bruises and bumps, but I mean that's football. It's the nature of the beast.
Chad?
If you go back to the Syracuse game as it relates to the defense, yeah, I know, going way back. How does that help you prepare for this Louisville offense? What sort of adjustments, changes have you made in that sense? Yeah,
I mean, totally different offense, but they're a very balanced attack, balanced in their run the ball and passing. They have 4 running backs that they feed in there to get the ball, and they're explosive players. They have explosive receivers on the outside. They have big physical offensive line and tight end group. It's the whole gamut. It's a pro style offense in a lot of ways, but it's also very adaptable to the college game and some of the spread elements. And but they can line up in 2 backs under center and run just as much as they do in the shotgun spread out empty sets. So big challenge for us to be able to defend it, play sideline to sideline, inline to inline, and it's a big challenge for us as a defense as a whole to be able to get off blocks, pursuit of the football, affect the quarterback, and make sure and be able to contest his throws. And when the ball's in the air, have an opportunity to come down with it.
Coach, going back to that matchup last year, afterwards you had said you had showed your identity in spurts, showed it in flashes. I'm just curious, as a program, how have you seen that identity grow from that game to where you guys are at now?
Yeah, I think everything comes back to really, we've talked about it for several weeks now about consistency and working to build consistency within the program. That was the epitome of non-consistent in the game last year, where I think it was 0 points in the first quarter, 28 in the next quarter, 7 in the fourth, none in the third. I mean, it's like a roller coaster. So that's what we're working towards, and a lot of that's the mindset of the team of staying in one place the whole time. I don't like saying never too high, never too low, because in games you want to be at a high level, but you don't want to peak and then go back down in those valleys. You got to be able to stay, and I think we've done a better job of maintaining that. Regardless of opponent, to be able to sustain for 60 minutes, still sustaining for 60 minutes. So we've made progress. We're still nowhere near where I think that this football team has the ability to go, though.
At the beginning of the season, there may have been some question marks about the depth at the linebacker position. What's your evaluation of how they're playing now?
Yeah, I mean, depth-wise, I mean, we're too deep, like all the other ones. We got some young guys that are doing a good job on the scout field for us. So the depth-wise is there. We got the 4 guys that are really playing, and I think they play better with when the other guys are in there playing with them. It's a mentally, we don't have just a guy that's had 4 years of experience in there playing. Trent has been probably the best version of himself the last couple of weeks, which has been really, really good to see. He was Player of the Week last week. But I also think a big chunk of that is because Jackson has been able to come in and get meaningful reps as well and play fast. And the development of Tajay I think is really exciting. He's going to be a really, really good linebacker for us. He's well on his way to being that. I mean, if you turn the game on and just watch number 15 on defense in that second half, you talk about a guy running around having fun and playing the game the way it's supposed to be. I mean, he did, man. He was having a good time out there, and that's fun to see. It's kids have to see development. They have to see progress. They have to see themselves improving. Right? If I walk into a meeting every day and I don't see myself improve, especially as a young kid, and you don't see improvement, right? Why do you want to go out the next day and continue to work? So, right now it's on them to improve, to work to the point where they can improve. But you have to show it to them. They have to feel it. And all of a sudden, you see those guys those young guys, especially like Tajay or Tay Seymour is another one that's a young guy that's really improving every week. You see the smile on their face because now they truly do understand why it's a fun game to play because they see themselves improving. So we have to continue to make sure when guys do show progress that we're pointing it out to them and showing them.
Patrick Jackson.
Coach Key, back to the Louisville game from last year, referenced their players and the scheme. Is it similar enough? Is there enough similarity there for you to work off that game? Or it's been 15 games ago, it's not very helpful for this weekend?
Yeah, I mean, same coaches, but different players, different quarterback. There's always similarities somewhat, but look, we put together different game plans each week for different teams. When you have 15 games prior, I mean it's almost non-existent as far as what we look at.
Jackson.
When you look at Louisville's defense, kind of what challenges could they pose to the offense, and what will y'all need to do to be successful on Saturday?
Well, we got to be efficient. We got to be able to be efficient, run the football. We have to. I think we've done a good job in our efficiency throwing the football. We've got to protect it. Can't have turnovers. They have 19, 9 sacks, 19 TFLs, something, in 2 games. Height, I've got it here somewhere. Yep, I was right. 19 TFLs, 9 sacks in 2 games is pretty good. So we got to be able to protect the quarterback when we throw, pick and choose when we have our explosives, and we got to convert on them. Look, I mean, we got to. This is a championship week, right? In every game moving forward, we talk about having goals in front of you and not behind, and that's where we're at. So, we're leaving we're not leaving anything at home. I'll tell you that.
Coach, a non-football question here. Governor Kemp this morning had signed an executive order that allows state schools to directly assist with compensation and NIL. Just wanted to get your thoughts on it.
Yeah, I've been on the practice. I have no idea. What time?
Earlier this morning.
Yeah, I mean, we've been in meetings since 7:30, so ask me again later. That's like throwing something, non-football first. I'm like, okay, and then ask about that. I'm like, that's a double whammy. I don't know. I don't want to say anything without knowing.
With the running back position, Jamal has been gutting it out, but it seems like he maybe hasn't been the best version of himself the last couple of weeks. How much has it helped seeing Maddox play and Anthony Carey and getting Chad back in that backfield to maybe take some of the pressure off him?
Yeah, I mean, and I don't know if it's pressure, it's reps.
Yeah.
It's reps. I mean, there's very, very few running backs that, carry the ball 30 times a game. And there's one guy. I mean, that's y'all have heard me say many a times that how that position, you need minimum 3 guys to be able to play in every game, minimum. It's usually 4, and in my world that I've been involved with for my entire career, you have to have 5 guys that are ready to play. I mean, you talk about, one ankle and then one helmet pops off and your third guy's in already. So, it's a singular position. They are doing something physical every play or strenuous running, but they're getting tackled. I mean, it's a collision sport, and they're a collision position. So continue to have guys that can then step up and elevate themselves and be able to play a complete game as a running back. Obviously, number 1 is the ball security. 2 is being able to protect, and 3 is being able to get the tough yards. So we continue to have those guys, and that's why we practice, and that's why we do a lot with developmental guys and practice those young guys. Practice them on Thursday mornings in pads, before the older guys come out. It's for this reason. It's to be able to develop guys throughout the season. So when that 30%, 50%, 75% of the season gets here, we'll continue to have younger guys that are able to play and help us win football games.
Any update on the Miles Brooks or Trey Cooley for this week?
Yeah, Lamal's full go. He's full go. He was out running around today. Looked good. Looked really good. Looked fresh. So Trey's still same status quo.
Anything else for Coach?
Anything else? All right.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, guys. Go Jackets.